What's going on, guys? Before we even jump into any lore, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, before anyone has a chance to get mad, Palpatine survived the events of Return of the Jedi in both Legends and canon. Feelings don't change that, there's nothing that can be done about it. It happened in both continuities. Whether you think it's a good or a bad thing, it happened. Now that we've got that out of the way, I actually do have some pretty cool lore to share today, coming from the novelization of The Rise of Skywalker. In the book, during her confrontation with Palpatine on Exegol, Rey briefly looks into his mind. They share like a brief mental connection through the Force when he thinks that she's about to strike him down and inherit his spirit. And it's actually a cool moment because she sees his perspective when Darth Vader threw him down the reactor shaft. There's also some details given about how he survived and was resurrected in a cloned body, so it's kinda cool. Now, let's take a look into Palpatine's mind and find out what he was thinking as he fell to his death and was resurrected. Rey continued to approach. His power was intoxicating. Wave after wave of triumph emanated from him, and along with it came knowledge, memories. Maybe it was their shared blood that enabled her to see his thoughts, but somehow she could, and Rey saw it then, how he'd done it, what he was about to do again. Falling, falling down a massive shaft, the betrayal sharp and stinging, a figure high above, black-clad and helmeted and shrinking fast. His very own apprentice had turned against him, the way he himself had turned against Plagueis, whose secret to immortality he had stolen. Plagueis had not acted fast enough in his own moment of death, but Sidious, sensing the flickering light in his apprentice, had been ready for years. So the falling, dying Emperor called on all the dark power of the Force to thrust his consciousness far, far away, to a secret place he had been preparing. His body was dead, an empty vessel, long before it found the bottom of the shaft, and his mind jolted to a new awareness in a new body, a painful one, a temporary one. It was too soon. The secret place had not completed its preparations. The transfer was imperfect, and the cloned body wasn't enough. Perhaps Plagueis was having the last laugh after all. Maybe his secret remained secret, because Palpatine was trapped in a broken, dying form. The heretics of the Sith Eternal toiled, splicing genes, bolstering tissue, creating unnatural abominations in the hope that one of these strand casts would succeed and become a worthy receptacle. The heretics would do anything, risk anything, sacrifice anything, to create a cradle for their god consciousness. Nothing worked, but their efforts were not entirely in vain. One genetic strand cast lived, thrived even, a not quite identical clone, Palpatine's son. But he was a useless, powerless failure. Palpatine could not even bear to look upon such disappointing ordinariness. The boy's only worth would lay in continuing the bloodline through more natural methods. And it was through that eventual union, unexpected as it was, that Rey was born, the perfect vessel, strong enough to contain all the power of the Sith, Palpatine's granddaughter. So that is just a quick little section in canon explaining Palpatine's thoughts and how he came back to life, and I think it's a pretty cool moment in the book, and I wanted to share it, specifically because someone commented and asked if I would make a video about his thoughts when he fell. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and may the Force be with you.